What you say, Shimmy? Are you gonna be eating eating mango? Yeah, Grammy Smith apples are really, really good. Oh, my bad. I'm eating this mango. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, wow. We need to add that guy in this. Damn, now that's a board.
Good game, man.
Yeah, good game.
I thought I had you at the end. I'm like, damn. Like,
Oh, no. If I put a card face down, you should be scared. Don't, Yu-Gi-Oh! Don't play like that.
I wasn't even thinking about it. I was like, damn.
If I set a card face down, I'm not bluffing. Oh, that's why I wanted to add there. You would have been better. What should I take out? Fire and ice sounds a little productive. Let me cut them for now. Sacred Green shouldn't hurt. Oh, that's why. That's why. Let's double summon them out. I should up that, you know. Because I ain't playing Brilliant. If I was playing Brilliant, yeah. Clown only useful is if he could come right back from the graveyard, and if he in the hand, that isn't a free special summon, so unless like I pitch him off twisters. So that's why I ain't using clown in this variant. I think I want to cut. I think I want to cut one trap in one spell. Get rid of that. Let's get rid of that and add in. Wow. I don't want a him. I don't want to. I should add in two of them, you know. Let's do that. Alright. Oh, I should have put that in there. Damn. Yeah, I should have put in an additional copy to give me additional search in the deck. See how it go. Yeah. Not yet. I should do it. Thanks, buddy. I try. I really do. Oh, yo, Sanjus. I think I better end this quickly. I really should. Wow. That was almost impressive. Yeah. That would bring that. Okay, I can get rid of that afterwards. Let's do this. Yeah, he would be able to. Alright, let's do that. Of course. Don't mind me, guys. I literally playing with one hand. And in case you're wondering why I just didn't twin twist the both the scales, it's because worst case scenario, he gets the pendulum summon, he would get 2 from his extra deck. So I just limit that to 1 worst case scenario. That better be the most awesomest drop card in the world. I ain't easy to block. Like I told you before, guys, Yu-Gi-Oh is really simple. Really, really simple. I mean, I don't know how smart that was, but alright. And the reason I'm playing such a simplistic deck is just to show you guys that it isn't all about archetype, what all they can do. Like, you can play very simple and outplay your opponent and win the game very easily. Fancy. Let's see if we can get this right. I think he's 4. That's the one I don't want to see. Oh, there goes Regeki. That guy, that's the level 4 I did not want to see. That's why I selected 4. Keep going, buddy. Don't stop now. Well, that's a wrap. I think I'll modify this to play that. Oh, wait, do I have that now? Okay, no I don't. Alright. Oh, that's broken. I didn't even need this. That's uncalled for. Let's see. Let's cut this. How do I feel about that? That's it. We have him for. Let's cut this. Oh, no, I don't follow the World Championships whatsoever. Let's get this. Mm, I need to make room for that. What should I take out? Oh, I need to take out two. Mm, man, this one is tough. Um, it just depends on the matchup because if he's using something like Burning Abyss or Monarchs or Cosmos, but basically with Cosmos, just shut them out a special summoning or just a bunch of Solemns or anything that negates monster effects. Cosmos heavy monster effects, Burning Abyss heavy monster effects. You have other tech cards you can use against Burning Abyss that shuts them out. That's what they call. Hold on, let me show you what it is. And they would not be able to exceed summon whatsoever. There we go. The same trap card Radia, it reduces all their levels by 1 since they mainly exceed some in rank 3s by making or having all of them as level 2s. They can't do nothing. You can use cards like this to change or alt their levels in against Burning Abyss. And basically with Burning Abyss, if you can't do that and you have cards that can negate special summon, what you want to do is just let him special summon out to his Burn Abyss monsters and then strike whatever he brings or try to exceed summon and go 2 for 1. That way you keep outplaying him in that regard. Yeah, basically what you want to do, you want to strike. If you, like I say, if you can't alt their levels to prevent him from exceed summoning, then you just want to time your Solemns. If he already has a Beatrice on the board, what you do is you just bait out the Beatrice effect. Normally they pitch Far Frost so they could banish a monster or another combo. Well, one that I use, I'd send, I think that's a Blaze Accelerator Cannon, so that anytime I can banish it to send Scatter Shot from my deck to the grave so I can destroy monsters on the field and then burn my opponent for 15. You just basically want to bait out Beatrice effect. Once you do that, try not to destroy it by battle. That's why I have alternate methods in my deck where I can either banish or with Castell just send it back to the deck so that you don't trigger any additional effect, because once Beatrice is destroyed by battle card effect, another Dante comes, whether it's the Exceed or the Fusion one, and that's what you don't want. So once you bait out the Beatrice effect, try to remove her from the field without destroying her by battle card effect, and if you can't do so, then just be prepared to have to deal with another Dante. If you're talking about Monarchs, you can use cards like where is it? Masker Restrict, so you could prevent them from tributing. If they can't tribute, they can't summon a higher level Monarch. So, well, any Monarch, because they can't tribute summon. A lot of Monarch decks don't run Twin Twisters, so it's not like they'd have decided it. And you could always run protection cards to protect your Masker Restrict, such as I think that's False Trap and something else. So if your trap would be destroyed, they just take the blow for the trap, and it. Or you could use Starlight Road and get a Stardust on top of that. Um. And basically the same way you deal with Burn Abyss when they try to exceed summon, you just solemn whatever they try to summon, or solemn. Let's say you strike to negate the Monarch's effect and destroy them. If they don't have March in play, then they'd be destroyed, and that's all you basically do. Let them go 3 for 1, playing Ether, Edios, and then tributing for that Monarch, and then you just use your one Solemn, out it. And if you're talking about Cosmos, like I say, they heavy monster effects. all you really do is, if you run Solemns, like I said, time their monster effects when they would jump out to bring their high level Cosmos, strike that. Vanities is also excellent, reducing, being able to prevent them from special summoning. You could also use it against Burning Abyss. That locks them out the game, and if you have a monster with like 2,300 or more attack points in play, there is no BA monster individually with that many attack points, so they can't even stand up to you. So basically, all they'll be doing is slapping BAs on the field, and because BA is a monster mash deck, unless they're using like the PK Fire version, which is still irrelevant because they still won't be able to exceed summon. They will have access to maybe a few trap cards such as Fog Blade, irrelevant because you still would be able, or you still would have flexibility in summoning monsters stronger than all of their BA and Phantom Knight monsters. So, um, yeah, uh, Ghost Ogre works well. Um, if they, let's say, like I said, go 3 for 1 with their Monarchs and they activate their Monarch effect, you can trigger Ghost Ogre, pop it. As if March isn't in play. If March is in play, then you have an issue with those Monarchs. Same thing with Burning Abyss. They bring Dante, pop the Dante, let them add the BA back. As long as Dante isn't in play, they can't make Beatrice. If you often have bad starting cards, anything that isn't working for you, just cut out the deck and replace it. Like, know what you want to do or what your aim is. And, like, when you construct decks, you don't put in a full, let's say, because you know the bare minimum is 40. You don't want to put in bare 40 cards. You want to make sure you have, like, anywhere from, like, a 12, 14, 16 ratio. And then you want cards that get the cards that you want to hit your combos to your hand faster. Like, you want them there to get your combo pieces from your deck to your hand so you can go off. Like, um I'll leave the link in the description because I did a beginner to master level dueling guide. I'll leave the link in the description for that after the stream ends. You can check it out. Everything you literally need to know about dueling and more, everything is in there. I cover everything, literally everything. After you watch that, there is no reason why you can't understand Yu-Gi-Oh in simplicity. That is how easy I made it. But basically, when you build decks, I even have ratios that you can use to help better your deck building skills in terms of how many monsters to add in, hand trap, spell cards, trap cards, based on a different number of ratios of, what it is you're trying to acquire to do in a deck. I also have the strengths and weaknesses of all summoning methods. So no matter what method your opponent's using, you'd always know the strengths and the weaknesses of it. So you'd already know what kind of matchup you're in, whether you're against rituals, synchros, exceed, fusion. You know exactly how to dissect that and play them to the T, so you can gain the upper hand in the duel. Always keep the upper hand in the duel. Like the last, I think, 2 or 3 duels that I won just now, I'm not using no fancy deck. This deck isn't nothing fancy. Just a couple of 4s, make a couple of monsters, 1 or 2 counter cards, a couple, 2 or 3 quick play rank ups. Nothing special. And you guys have seen the meta matchups that I just had, and they got beaten. It's just simply because I understand what I'm playing and what I'm playing with. Their strengths and weaknesses versus my strengths and weaknesses, and knowing what to look out for, when to time my cards, what to do in key moments and situations such as first play opening a duel. Do I want to set up a better defense against my opponent, or should I get combo pieces from my deck to my hand? So if my opponent ults my field, I can then set up on my following turn to attempt to make a comeback in the game. Things like that. Like, you need to know what your opponent's playing, trying to figure that out, and at least have an idea so you can know how to play your hand, because you don't want to use up all your resources in your hand and then your opponent goes off on the field like with a black rose, clear the field, and you have nothing to protect it, or a dark hole and follow it up with something like a wing beat, a giant dragon, clear your whole back row, stuff like that. Like, you want to strategically play your cards, because if you saw in the last duel, I added bottomless to my hand, never said it. I set my solemn, then when he compulsory the trap tricks. I summon it again. I added the time space. Never said it. One solemn was good enough because I had Ghost again Han, so I had a backup if by some chance he wanted to out the solemn with an MST. If he went twin twister on my solemn, he would have gone 2-for-1, giving it putting him at a hand disadvantage versus me. And if you saw my hand at the end of the duel, I had at least 6 cards if I wasn't at 7. It's just little key things like that, because the more resources you have, the more you can play Yu-Gi-Oh. The less resources you have, the less you can play Yu-Gi-Oh. The less you can do. You can't really do anything if you're always on that one card draw. So it's just little key things like that. Like once you keep applying those things, when you duel, you are always going to outduel whoever you're playing, unless they're just strategically better than you, or they just have a better setup in terms of what they're playing and then the matchup. Because some decks, like, they go plus 1, 2, 3 very easily, 4. Also, like with god tier combos, I also explained that in the tutorial. They can get you like 5+ cards in a single turn, so you have to be careful not to let these things happen or go off, or you end up in a big disadvantage, and that's what you don't want when you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh. Alright, back to what I was doing, taking Shimmy's advice. He wanted me to play clown in the deck, so I needed to cut a few things. I also need to cut this side deck. No, I'm not gonna add Denko, because that's gonna hurt my normal summon. I want to continue the normal summon. Well, if you watch my beginner to master level dueling guide, like I tell people, it only seems broken because you don't understand or you don't know its weakness. If you understood the weakness behind combos and when to time your cards, you would look at it as if it's no big thing. I remember when Cyber Dragon Infinity was one of the most feared cards in Legacy of the Duelist, and like everybody, like someone summons Infinity, people would surrender or people would immediately rage. And like, I look at Infinity like, you slap that on the field, that one negate isn't going to do anything against me. Where do you get it on the field, or you attempt to get it on the field? If I have a solemn set, I'm just going to wait. You summon Infinity, you just spend what, near 4 cards pending on what you're using. You're going to pitch 2 for both Galaxy Soldiers, then you're going to overlay into Nova, and then when you go into Infinity, I strike that pending on what you've shown me in your deck, where there's dragons or machines, because usually if it's machines and you solemn the Nova, they get a free fusion. So you have to be careful of that when it comes to trying to prevent an Infinity from coming to the field. But if they play in dragons, you can strike the Nova. That way they can't call it a haunted or soul charge the Nova back to go into Infinity. So you just have to be careful of those little things, because like, even in a little variant deck that I built, when I tested it on my stream, what I did is I had Nova, Infinity, and Cyber End Dragon. So if they were to strike my Nova, I got a free Cyber End Dragon. So it just depends. You have to be paying attention to these little things. Yeah, like, Yu-Gi-Oh isn't hard. Like, once you know and understand, you like, it's a whole new light that you can play one card and make everything else just look like trash. Like seriously, like, Yu-Gi-Oh is really easy. Like, when someone shows you something or one card outs to a lot of things, like, it blows your mind, because it's just something you didn't know. It's like a light bulb turns on in the darkness and now you can see everything around you. That's how it is. But trust me, watch my beginner to master level dueling guide. I leave that link in the description after the stream. And yeah, apply all the mechanics, and trust me, Yu-Gi-Oh is simple. You don't overthink anything. Nothing activates. Punch them in the face. They don't want to defend themselves. Punch them in the face again. It's really simple. Eventually, they're gonna run out of life points. Let's see now. Back to what I was doing. Wow, sirs. 1, 2, 3. We have her. We're gonna cut her. We need to cut one more. but I really feel like I think I'm gonna run the brigade. So I'm gonna cut that. I'm gonna cut the 2 trap tricks. I'm also gonna cut this, that. Strike. Oh, can't do without my vanities. Can't do without my vanities. Maxi, Ghost Ogre, 15 monsters, 12 spells. I should be enough room so we can go brilliant. El Brillianto. Where is it? Garnet. We're gonna use Clown. It's like you can build whatever deck you want. It's what I try to get duelists to understand is no two duelists are gonna duel exactly alike. You may think similar, but you're not gonna duel exactly alike. In some situations, one duelist may be more aggressive. In another situation, the duelist may be less aggressive versus the exact same person who thinks almost identical to them. It's just their instinct when it comes to dueling, and then their experience, knowing, understanding, what our synergy with what and what to expect. Like if a certain archetype or deck works for you, if a certain card you add into a deck works for you, you play that card with everything you have because it works for you. Not everything works the same for everyone else. I had someone who told me that they built one of my decks and it didn't work for them. And I literally did a stream. I played 8 or 9 duels and the deck didn't lose a single duel. So like I tell them, either they were misplaying the cards, they weren't patient enough. That's why I said it's not just enough to build someone's deck and then play it. Like it's just experience, like just knowing when to play cards and timing them. And that's also inside the tutorial, timing, knowing when to play cards. A bunch of different examples. Trust me, by the time you get through that, there shouldn't be a thing in Yu-Gi-Oh you don't understand. Oh, that was something I think I need to clarify. I don't know how long people have been playing Yu-Gi-Oh because apparently to me, because I've been playing this from it first came out, and they don't understand what OTK stands for. They honestly believe that in your very first turn, if you don't win, it's not an OTK. That is not the definition of OTK. I told them to Google it. Go on the official Yu-Gi-Oh website, check it out. OTK means that you're going to reduce your opponent's life points from wherever it's at to 0 as long as you haven't begun reducing your opponent's life points prior. Meaning that if your opponent starts off with 8,000 life points and 15 turns pass in a game, when you do get the chance and you out all 8,000 of those life points in a single turn, that is an OTK. If your opponent bumps their life points up, because I've had this happen in a duel, my opponent bumped their life points up to over 10k and I erased all that in a single turn, that is an OTK. I've had my opponents reduce their life points to 100 and then the following turn I out that 100, that is an OTK. The reduction or increase to their life points has nothing to do with what I'm attempting to do, which is reduce their life points to 0. As long as it wasn't me who increased or reduced their life points, it counts as an OTK. Because just how my opponent can increase their life points to over 10k in a single turn and I can reduce that to 0 and it says OTK, the same way when they reduce their own life points, whether it's by solemn or any other effect, and then you reduce the amount that they have left to 0, that is an OTK. Now what people fail to understand is that all FTKs, which is first turn kills, are also OTKs. So if you FTK an opponent, let's say my opponent goes first and I go second, and I win on that turn, that is an FTK, which is also considered an OTK. And I think that's where they get the definition mixed up. They just need to understand that and not argue or try to build an argument with someone who knows the game. And it's very foolish when you actually talking about something you really don't understand. And when I tell you check it out and you check it out, I get a zero response from you. Like, come on. If someone's trying to tell you better, check it out. See what they're saying. Make sure that it's valid before you reopen your mouth to say anything to them, if at all. But I think shame just got the best of them. But that is the difference between FTK and OTK. All FTKs are OTKs because you're actually killing your opponent on the first turn in a single turn. It's an OTK as well. But not all OTKs are FTKs because you don't have to kill your opponent the very first turn, but you can kill them in a single turn. But the conditions are you cannot, from any prior turn, have reduced your opponent's life points by any amount before you attempt to actually reduce it to zero. Whatever amount that it's at that's unaffected by you, if your opponent decides to do any changes to their own life points and you reduce that change to zero, that is an OTK, whether they increase it up or increase it down. But if, let's say, an effect goes off on your side and let's say your opponent had the first turn and it burned them for 500, and then you try to take out the other 75, that is not an OTK because you already begun reducing your opponent's life points from the turn prior, whether it was their turn, your turn, and then initiated an OTK not an OTK, but reduce the rest of their remaining life points the following turn, which would not count as an OTK. Alright, clown. Bing. Now. Because I'm running all those solemns, I can hold off. Yeah, that's what I'm going to put in. I am putting in Durandal. Don't worry about that. That is going in. That's why I made 2 free spaces in my extra deck. Let's cut the ghosts. Let's see. Seraphonite and Durandal. I don't feel I'll need Durandal. I mean, I don't feel I'll need Dweller. I used to play Dweller, but like I don't really see a need for Dweller. Like even like I said in the BA matchups and stuff like that, when they go to the graveyard, like I don't even need Abyss Dweller anymore. Like literally. Randall. Wow, I could do that, eh? That would be pretty cool. Mr. Martin, you just started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! 3 weeks ago? A favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card? Uh, they they keep releasing so many cards, and the artwork is like awesome. Like even when they remade Blue Eyes, and like I honestly can't say that I have a favorite. Like I honestly can't say because like when you decide to have a favorite, like they just top your favorite with something else. Like it's crazy. Like trying to have a favorite is really hard in Yu-Gi-Oh. I kid you not. Like there's so many things that can be classic favorites. Because like I said, I started playing this when this first came out. So like you can imagine how many favorites I had since then to now. Like Familiar Possess, because when the game first came out, like it was like Cannon Soldier, Man Eater Bug, Magician of Faith. Well, back then I would say BLS. I used to abuse BLS and Destiny Hero Dismaster. Like I literally abused those two. I'd say BLS over Dismaster because he he was like OP. He comes to the field, um, banishes attacks too. Like he had to get banned. Um, I never had a Chaos Emperor Dragon, but that guy was wicked. Like 3K and everything to the great. Like he how to put it? He just poops on the field and then swipes everything into the garbage. That's how he carried on. Like it was crazy, but I prefer the BLS because it's double attack. That's just it. Then Familiar Possessed, then went on to Elemental Heroes. Um, then it went on from there to it was basically the Stardust Synchros because Stardust I just ended up being able to counter stuff like Dark Hole. Like Dark Hole was always playable. So like Oven Stardust, well, not straight through. I think Dark Hole was banned at one point, but regardless, Stardust was just able to negate being destroyed, and that became one of my favorites. And its synchros, its various synchros, as well as Assault Mode Stardust, which is really awesome. Like people fear the Assault Mode like because it can negate anything, but when I showed people how easy it is to get over it, it was like it just blew their mind. I was like, just force him to negate and then make a Abyss Dweller, let Abyss Dweller effect go off, and like you literally tell you all Stardust that go to the graveyard, play dead, and they literally play dead. So like, I mean, once no one Abyss Dweller, like you were straight. But I usually summon at least 2 assault modes in a single turn, so like I never would give you that option to go Abyss Dweller to seal one off. And potentially bring back my Stardust Dragon. Like it just became irrelevant after that. Then after Stardust, it was like Utopia. Like I played a lot of rank up Utopia. Like, and it was so simple and effective because I used to use rank Force Bomb deck just to make Utopia and then rank it up. But I used to use Numeron Force so that I can negate all face-up effects on the field, and then I would just pop a monster, burn them for it, 2600 beat out, run it into them, or victory, and just gain their attack points, and they would automatically take that 28 plus when he attacks. He has that Ancient Gear effect where they can't activate spell and trap cards, so like, yeah, no matter what's in your back row, I'm just gonna bypass that, and you're gonna take this 28. Then after that, I was never a real big Pendulum fan, so like it didn't really move me to play Pendulums. After that, I mean, Pendulum was really no big thing. It's just how to put it, a fully loaded pizza. That's how it is. You have a pizza with every topping on it. That's what Pendulum Summon reminds me of. A pizza you order with every single topping available on it. That's it. And it, like only so much you want on a pizza. Like everything is not always gonna be appetizing. So like it just really didn't move me. And then Raid Raptors. And yeah, that's about it. That's about it. But yeah, it's kind of hard to have a favorite. It really is, because like Ultimate Falcon is nice, Blue Eyes Twin Burst is awesome. Like the thing has 3K, a level 10 that you can combo with Mounted Abound, so they can't be targeted or destroyed by card effects. And if he touches a monster and it isn't destroyed by battle, you just banish it. That right there Like that's the epitome of crazy, because that means unless your monster is unaffected by nothing, you are in problems. And then, like I said, Ultimate Falcon, that 1K burn, 3500 beta, like that hurts heads. A lot of decks don't even have an answer for a one turn Ultimate Falcon. Like that's an issue for most decks. Like you break out a one turn Ultimate Falcon on a Yosenju deck, and they don't have Kaiju's in their deck, they auto lose. There's nothing they can do because they leave the field in the end phase. They always take that 1K. Then that 35 coming back at them again, and like yeah, unless unless the Yosenju player was attacking something like Yatamira. I think that's what it is. No, sorry, Moon Mirror Shield. Like, and you don't see that in the Yosenju deck, because as soon as they leave, the Moon Mirror Shield is like, all right, you're gonna take 5 and then top or bottom. So like, if you really need it or you don't want it, it's gonna cost you in the long run 500 life points. And like I said, you still have to wait to draw into it if you don't pick it up in your opening hand. And if that first turn Ultimate Falcon comes out, like, he just pisses on your deck, like every end phase, like he doesn't want to hit the toilet. He's just um you have other crazy cards out there, but when you talk about favorites, like like Ultimate Falcon, Blue Eyes Twin Burst, Dark Matter Dragon, um number 77, like he's awesome. Your opponent Pendulum summons, like if you have 2 or more overlay units, you can destroy all of them and banish them and equip one of them to him as an overlay unit. Like those board wiping effects, like they are just awesome. Black Rose is awesome if you play in like Return of the Dragon Lord and you have it in the graveyard and you like Black Rose clear the field, the return can take the hit and the Black Rose can stay, or the Black Rose clear the field, you play return, Black Rose comes back. Like that's really nice. I kid you not, being able to board wipe and just bring back your Black Rose. Basically that's about it. Everything else is like just different variants, combinations, stuff like that. When the Malefics dropped, they weren't bad. Like they were actually kind of cool, because they have some like Malefic, Rainbow Dragon and Cyber End Dragon. Like they just come straight to the field. Like you you can't even Moxie in Chain to their summon, because like it's just something that initially happens once you banish the card. It isn't like an effect reveals. And like to have Mound on the field and then a Malefic that's 10 or more, like I said, Cyber and Dragon, like your opponent's gonna take 1,000, and then like comboing that with Skill Drain, you not only keep your Malefic in play, but you basically all your opponent's monsters that are on the field, they get neutered. Like that hurts. That really hurts. All right, back to what I was doing. 17. Do I need any additional spells? I wanted to add in up to 22. So I feel like this is gonna be at 21 though. All right, let's see how much space we got. 4. We have King of Pharaoh M's. That'd be 3. Alright, we can add in gigabytes. Let's see. That could work. bam, bam, boom, ram, shakalaka. Oh, the reason why this and this is because I can play this in the deck. It's a really nifty tech. I did this to an opponent and they immediately rage. What this is Exceed Universe. What it does, you know, if whether I exceed summon or they exceed summon, as long as there are two face-up exceed monsters on the field. Let's say my opponent makes a double, say makes two rank 4s. I can activate this. This would send those two rank 4s, regardless of if it's mine or his, or I have one or he has one, send them to the graveyard, and then I can then exceed summon an exceed monster whose rank equals their total rank or one less. Because 2 4s equal 8, I can get the DDD, and then because I can activate its effect during either player's turn, I can then destroy all spell and trap cards before my turn even starts. So let's say my opponent sets 2, and they have 2 rank 4s in play during the end phase, their end phase. I can trigger this, send his to the graveyard, summon the DDD, right during that same end phase, pitch this off, that's an overlay unit to him, clear the field of all spell and trap cards. And the Neo Galaxy Eye, same thing. Well, not to clear the field, but basically, just because he's a 4500 beater, like send 2 of your opponents rank 4s to the graveyard, summon them. Like, it's a really nifty tech if your opponent succeeds summoning. So like if they're playing something like Burning Abyss and they want to make double Dante or something like that, and you exceed summon a rank 4, or let's say they make Beatrice and they have Dante in play, because Beatrice and Dante equals 9, 6, and 3, 1 less than 9 is 8, you can then just trigger your trap and bring them off of the Dante and the Beatrice. Like, it's a really nifty tech, I kid you not. But you really want to make sure that you activate it during your opponent's turn, because the turn you activate it, your opponent doesn't take any battle damage for the duration of that turn. So it's always best when you activate it during that turn. And basically you're activating it to counter your opponent. So if they does do something like, you know, a rank 5 and 4 or double 4, like, you can activate it to counter them, get a big boy on the field. Basically you just strip them all their hopes and dreams, and then your turn, and you know, they basically did all the work and you just got a free exceed. But that's why they're in the extra deck. I think that is about it. Is it? 2, 3, this guy. Alright. Yeah, sure. Let me know, you making it or you want me make it? Whenever you're ready, buddy. Whenever you're ready. Oh, sorry. You wanted that to be a match? All right, give me a sec. Someone jumped in. Everything cool? What's going on? Oh, same thing, yeah. This doesn't even have a tail. Like, this is just like a bunch of random, literally.
I think the low tier decks are the funnest ones. I give them that. Like,
Because they actually do unique things that you don't normally see. Oh, volcanics. It can't be that bad.
Oh, like it's crazy.
Oh man. Oh man. Uh. Wow. That serious?
Yeah, that serious.
Wow.
It's bad. It's bad.
Wow.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It's
Wow. I don't believe you really went 3 to just to clear my field.
bad. I have no choice. Like, I don't know. Like, this break is weird. I think, it's a break. It's definitely a break, but it's like, yo.
Time now I was gonna leave that on the field because I already know one sudden agree if that's an automatic that my field gets cleared. Oh wow. Alright. Well, let's do this then.
Oh my god. Okay. We got Elder.
Mm, wow. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Future players.
I can deal with that.
Me too. Me too.
Like, it don't feel like, look, like that, I mean, gotta pull something off. Say a little bit like one. Control one. What's that say? You control one, what? Okay.
Wow, they're giving you all the power in the world to do whatever you want. Oh, guys, that was the scatter shot combo I was talking about right there when you send see what's the name again? Yeah, the Blaze Accelerator Reloader. Like, they would pitch that in a BA deck and just wait for you to attempt to do something massive and then, scatter shot, clear your field, burn you for 15. Bill and OC. Oh, that's really porous. You needed one more. Hold on. Yeah, you needed one more. Cheers.
I thought you were on OTK. Well,
You're back in business, buddy.
yeah. Price just returned.
Yeah. Sound like some good stuff. Oh, wow. That's some really good stuff. Alright, I think this is in order. And simplicity.
Nah, when there's some control, some, okay, yeah.
Thank you. All you, buddy.
Don't fail me now.
Oh, Mr. Reloader. Just gonna say better than getting punched in the face.
Yeah, better than that.
Okay. You can live with that. Wow. Alright, let's do that. Oh. Trying to stop one of my attacks to keep yourself in the game. Let's see. One card face down. That's that guy. Alright. Yeah. Almost forgot. Could only control one. Yeah, just in case you want to wipe the field again, let me get another 28. Stay in the game.
Good game, man.
Yeah. Ready, Shimmy? Alright, sending. I'm trying to figure why I don't see you online. Shimmy, I can leave it open because I can't find your game tag at the moment. Oh boy. Yeah, I was trying to tell you I left it open. Someone else joining. I guess I'll duel them until you could catch the next one. Go search for it. This starting to seem really familiar. All right. Bing bang boom shakalaka ram. Oh yeah. Yeah. Dang. Yeah, I could do that. Wow. Wow. Alright. Everything cool, Jackson. 1800. We could do that. We could do that. And we can do that. Wow. Alright. That's good enough for me. Oh boy. What did I do wrong? Anyway, let's get this. Ew. That explains it. No. Oh, crap. No. That. And do this. You. You. Yeah, that should work. Let's make this guy. Now let's pendulum all of our troubles away. Let's see, 24. Yeah, today was really hot. Bang, bang, boom. Shakalaka ram. Oh, you know it. You know it, Jimmy. Get back, get back, get back. Jeebus creepers. Talking about worst case scenario. Ay, 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 ay. Let's go Utopia. Boy, you didn't want to see that if he was here. Be gone. Let's do it. Yeah, that would work. Oh, white. Oh boy, when playing Monarchs, take the first turn. Just take the first turn. Take the first turn. You ain't gonna look good because you know I ain't gonna let you set up. Alright, first things first. Sky Iris. Oh boy, that would be kind of interesting. Hey, I gotta figure out how I can make that work. That's actually kind of interesting, though. All right, what we're doing? Buying. Ram. All right. Pop that. Yeah, let's get a Pendulum Dragon. Why not? Get you and you in there. You and you. This. Put a little bit of this. Him. Let's get Oxy. Not really. Like I said, they testing the waters, but if they really wanted to, they would have done it for either PC, PlayStation 4, or Xbox to really see how many people would actually want to play Yu-Gi-Oh. Like, I don't know that many people who actually want to go and get a Nintendo Switch just to play Yu-Gi-Oh. Let's pop him. Let's get him. Let's get this guy. Let's make our freeloader. Only him in there. Dang. Okay. So set that in there then. Good with that for now. Why not? Please tell me why not. Wow. Decisions. Because he's coming anyway. Fine. Alright. I mean, I guess it all depends on what you're using to remove it from play. So, yeah. What's going on here? Ooh. Nope. Go ahead. Fonzie. Uh. Dang. Hey, what you say, Ghost? I don't see why not. Oh man, and I was really looking for other eyes to come. Well, ready, Shimmy? Um, I haven't played that in a while. Wow. Uh, hmm. Dang, hold on. All right, this is Muko. This will most likely be the last match of the stream, and this may take a while. Oh boy, what the crap is this? Wow. They really need to do a better. Wow. Mm. This. I think I can find this game tag. Give me a sec. Let me see if I can find this game tag. Should be here somewhere. Got it. All right. I sent you the invite. Oh man. Sound like you got options. I gotta wait till I draw. I don't have. All I have is 5 cards, and all of them look blank to me. Oh wow. Well, you know my thing with dragons. That's my favorite kill. You play dragons, I have to kill them. Yeah, dragons have base. I don't know any monster with high attack points than dragons. In the whole Yu-Gi-Oh, dragons have the highest attack points.
That one monster from the Vessel.
Oh, don't worry, they never brought that out. Yeah, Numeronia. That's Chaos Imaginary. Yeah, Chaos Imaginary 1000. I was like, what? Oh, wow. Alright, let's see how we can do this. We can do that. We can do that. Wow. Huh?
No, I'm saying the stone. I reacted the effect on the vanishes. So I'm saying, like I said, you already served your purpose. You know what I mean?
I know you.
Huh?
No, I didn't hear what you say.
Okay. No, I said, okay, since this was in the graveyard, I reacted the effect. I'm gonna banish it so I can get this one out.
Oh.
And, as I said, you served your purpose. Alright, here it is. Alright, here's a challenge.
Wow. Oh, boy, I don't feel that's worse than that. That would do dragons. That's too much power. All right. We'll just do this. Oh man. Mhm. Wow. Oh crap. I press circle too fast. No, I missed press circle too fast. I can't use my next chest so I can draw. That's good. Crap. My bad. Supposed to attempt to draw again. I need dark or Regeki. Yeah. Wow. That. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Cut that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, that should work. Try this again.
Boy. Alright, Shane, so bring it.
Go ahead. You could go first. There's nothing remotely threatening but you going first. Trust me, nothing remotely. Nothing.
Nothing. Okay. I will see if you done. If. Oh.
Already?
I know.
Alright, that's enough for that. Alright, still your move. Keep going.
I had another one. I have ways.
Ooh.
Oh, come on.
Wow. That's hurtful. Not a single spell.
But hey, why not?
Awesome. Don't tell me you bring in that. That's a waste.
Why not?
I promise you that's a waste.
Alright, why not? Alright, I have something in there. I have something in my hand.
Alright. Wow.
Fair.
You lose chances for that. Wow. Alright.
How should I go around?
Boy, they did say two better than one. Oh, wow. They say, boy, Nightmare on Elm Street.
What?
Nightmare on Elm Street. You never watched Freddy Krueger before?
I can't have a scary movie. Bye, buddy.
Yeah, dang. Wow, wrongest time. uh, bang, boom. Yeah, we could do that. Wow. And he still have that. Oh boy. Ah, alright. Let's get rid of that. Dang, that would have come in handy. Oh man, that would have come in handy. Yes. Huh?
I thought my second upgrade.
Your second?
Upgrade. I thought I activated.
No, it didn't go off.
Oh.
Alright. Let's try this.
Oh, hi, really?
Lovely day. Just checking the weather. Boy, hey, that would have been lovely. That would have been lovely. Double returns in the graveyard, right? Alright. Let's make him start spending them.
Alright, let's do this. Let's keep playing, but why not?
Well, I just learned something new. I should take him out.
Oh, damn.
I was trying to figure out what you was trying to do because I was saying 4150 is a little higher than 4K. I just saying that's what they taught me in maths.
No.
Oh no, when no, you have to wait till the following turn.
That's up.
Not really.
Alright, here. Alright, here. I'm challenged.
I taking that challenge. Why not?
Yep.
You're welcome.
What the fuck?
You can open another card. I'm fine with that. Badly. Good game, buddy. Good game. Round 3.
Hey, at least I know. I'm going to get everything.
Wow. Wow.
Also, that's why.
Crap. And I'm gladly taking that. I am gladly taking that. You mean you're gonna make this easy? Alright. Boy, you love your field spell cards, son.
I mean, this is version 2 of the deck, so. Remember, it's like your red as Black Dragon deck. You have 2 versions of it.
3.
Why not? Oh, 3?
Yeah. Lovely.
What am I gonna do? You wanna get rid of it? No one. Really don't. Alright, Amble.
Yeah, yeah. Nah, he's better than that. Oh man, I gotta stop doing that. I really gotta stop doing that. I really gotta stop doing that. No extra deck for me. Wow. Oh, that real quick. Real quick. We didn't make anything this stream. We just was dueling and talking about favorite archetypes and stuff like that. Oh, which reminds me, I need to make sure remember to put the beginner to master level dueling guide link in the description after the stream ends. Boy, you love your ravine, son. Wow.
I had to time it. You might have like quick flip there.
No, don't worry about it. Irrelevant. You playing dragons, no heavy back row, and everything basically straightforward in terms of spells, so. You do know my kaiju wasn't really all that threatening, right? Wow. You could have the next one. Oh, that's what they gave me. Alright, do or die then. Oh, crap. I was supposed to hit no and let this effect activate again, the +1 again. Oh, how I let that slip. Alright, anyway. Since that's what we're doing, who? What you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. That ain't English. Mm-hmm. I cost myself a +1. I was supposed to hit no. Of course, because he too nasty, stinking, dirty, and no manners. One card face fine. Alright. Crap, and that's what was on top of my deck. No, man. How the hell I missed that? I was supposed to plus that, go into him, get another light. Oh, that's bugging. Crap. Yeah. I cost myself this one. I was supposed to end up drawing into him, special summoning him, getting an recycling another light. Ah, dang. I think that's it. Yeah. Good game, buddy. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, that'll be a tell. Oh, yeah. Streams will now be every Tuesday. My work schedule just rotate. So, every Tuesday now at 7, I'll be streaming. And be sure to check the link in the description in about 3 to 4 minutes. And the link should be there for the dueling guide. So, until next time. Later.